athlete preparation for development for Olympic programs. Please welcome Mr. Sean Miller.
All right. Thank you. I'd like to, first off, I'm not going to use that microphone because I'm really not a stand around kind of guy that talks on a microphone up there. I'm sorry, but I have to kind of move around as I speak a little bit. So I'm just going to be loud and be vocal here. We've got a couple things here if you want to pass these around. You want to take a look at these and kind of just pass it around, down around some articles and things about the paddleboard expedition. Before I get going, I want to say that I am now a father of two. I have a 2-year-old son. His name is Finn Beach. And I have a 2-month-old son. His name is Dylan Fields. And if you're a mother, raise your hand. Oh, wow, it's a lot of mothers. All right, now raise your hands higher. And keep them high if you're a mother. You are the strongest people in this room. Keep them up, keep them up. We need to recognize it. All right? The strongest people in this room have their hands raised right now. I have a newfound respect for what I've seen and what I've been a part of. All right? And I think paddleboarding across Alabama is tough. It's not. What you do, who you are, is something remarkable and needs to be acknowledged. And you can keep your hands raised if you like. It's up to you. It's totally up to you. My name's Sean Miller. I'm the owner of Miller Fitness in Decatur, right down the street here. I'm the founder of Stand Up For Your Rivers, the paddleboard expedition that we did in 2013. And I'm the co-founder of Motivate LLC, which is redefining workforce wellness, doing corporate wellness programs and plans in the southeastern United States, which is kick-butt awesome. Before I get going, I do want to tell you what we're going to talk about. That's conquering your challenges today. We're going to cover a few topics on conquering your challenges and what that entails and what that means. And then I'm going to move in to the 9-day journey, the paddleboard expedition that took us from Chattanooga, Tennessee to Pickwick Landing, Mississippi, and why and how we even did this crazy adventure. But before I get rocking, I need a volunteer. And you can raise your hand if you want to volunteer. Any volunteer? You want to volunteer? That's awesome. Come on up here. Come on up. That's great. All right, so what's your name?
Susie.
Susie. Hey, I'm Sean. Pleasure to meet you, Susie. Thank you so much for volunteering. In fact, I'm going to give you $5, Susie. You may have a seat. Give her a round of applause. She volunteered. You got $5. All right, I need another volunteer. I thought so, huh? Isn't that awesome? It's going to be a fun 30-plus minutes. I'm just going to call people up and hand out money all day, baby. Not really, but you said Susie, right? Yes. Susie. Okay, Susie, volunteer, didn't know what for. Didn't know why. Maybe she felt bad because nobody else is volunteering. Maybe she felt like I was drowning up here and I needed a little help. Maybe she felt like this is going to be new, exciting, something invigorating in my life. Wow, a volunteer opportunity. This is going to be so cool. Either way, she took a chance. She took a risk. And didn't know. Okay? So, and now she's $5 richer. Okay? So, it's how you respond to an event. Alright? Event plus response equals the outcome. It's not the event that's the outcome, it's how you respond to it. So E plus R equals O, event plus response. Here's the event, I asked a volunteer. Here's the response, raise your hand. Here's the outcome, $5. Is it always like that? No. Alright? But you gotta get up, you gotta take chances, you gotta take risks. And now Susie's $5 richer, and I'm $5 poorer. I got 2 kids. That's okay. You're in college? Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I need everyone to stand up so I know you're alive and alert. Everyone stand up, please. Stand up, please, if you don't mind. And I need you to high-five somebody next to you and tell them they're awesome. Alright, good deal, good deal. Man, we love you. Alright, now, I need you to high-five somebody else and tell them they're amazing. They are amazing. You're alive, you're alert. Someone just told you you're awesome. Someone just told you you're amazing. And Susie's $5 richer. So, the next 30-plus minutes can't suck that bad. All right, good deal. Now I know we're awake and ready to rock. Let's start by creating your story and what that entails and what that means. I'm here telling you my story today, a little bit about it, but the world wants yours. And I don't care how old you are, how young you are, if you're male, female, whatever it is, start creating your story if you haven't already. The last 50 years of your life should be something legacy, a legacy that you leave behind to your kids and their kids and their kids. So they can tell stories about you and the inspiration that you had and the adventures that you've done. But start creating your story. And that begins with failure and success and what that means. All right? Define it in your own life. What does it mean to fail? You know, in college or high school, it was like getting an F on a test or not graduating. As you get older, it's like, oh, maybe I get a job, or maybe it's making money, maybe it's getting married, maybe it's being the best husband or best wife that you can possibly be. But define those, and then redefine them. And then redefine them again and again. That means you're evolving as a person. It's called growth mindset. A fixed mindset person will say, I failed, that's it, it's over, I failed. Okay? Growth mindset says, oh, I succeeded, but I'm not done here. What else can I do to keep growing, to keep changing, to keep evolving? Chances are you should change now. Now you should change. All right? Change, that's choice. When you start to perceive change, you perceive that choice, you perceive more motivation. People who have choices, they're more self-motivated to do things. All right? And you have that opportunity to change. You have that choice every day that you wake up. And it's awesome. Okay? Now, some of us don't know this, or we do, but we don't even think about it. But there's a 100% chance you're all going to die. You're all going to die. Presentation was going good. Someone told you you're awesome, amazing. So it's just $5 richer, but now you're all going to die. All right? But that's the way, that's the truth. And we're not making those changes in our life. All right? I don't know how you think you're going to go. All right? It's on a rocking chair at Mississippi, Alabama, and you just close your eyes in the sunset and you just pass away. All right? Chances are highly unlikely it's not going to be the way you go. Okay? But you start making these changes now and start living now, making these changes that you want to make. All right, risks. Got to take them. Got to volunteer. Got to get out there. Put yourself out there. All right? Take more risks, more chances. All right? Event plus response equals the outcome. It's how you respond to the event. We're too scared, we're too fragile to get out there and take chances and take risks and not knowing the unknown. But you need to get out there, you need to start taking risks, taking more chances to start creating your story. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? You're going to die? Guess what? You're going to die anyway. All right? How are you going to go out? Taking a risk, taking a chance? Or are you going to stay where you're at and not taking a risk at all, not taking a chance? You sit there where you're at, being totally content with where you are, who you are. All right. Oh, this is my YouTube video. It's not working today in my presentation series here, but that's okay. We'll keep on going here. So why do you do a challenge? To grow as a person. All right, you grow spiritually, emotionally, physically, mentally when you put yourself out there and set up a challenge. Because a challenge doesn't necessarily mean you're going to succeed. A challenge is difficult. But when you set these challenges for yourself, you start to grow as a human being, as a person. And we want that. It's encoded in us. It's embedded in us. That we need these challenges. All right? We grow as a person. We become more adaptable to change. And we love it. So to grow, that's why we do a challenge. And get new perspectives. New viewpoints on life. I love new perspectives and new viewpoints. All right? I love changing and evolving and going forward in my life. But getting new perspectives, and that's what happens when you go out and put yourself out there, and you start getting these challenges, and you go on with your life challenging yourself, you get new perspectives, new viewpoints. Are you comfy? Are you comfortable? Because if you are, you're probably not doing much in your life. All right? So get comfortable with being uncomfortable. All right? That's what I did for my challenge, the Power Expedition. But get comfortable with being uncomfortable. All right? You have to earn your shower at the end of the day. You got to earn that dinner. All right? Put yourself out there. All right? Get uncomfortable. And traditions. Man, Alabama, Mississippi. Now I'm from St. Pete, Florida. All right? I got to Alabama, and I see Mississippi, and I see these states and statistics. We love traditions here in the South. Okay? Barbecue, biscuits, fried chicken, football. All right? We love those things. Let me tell you what else is a new tradition. It's called obesity. Okay? It's called heart disease. It's called stroke. It's called cancer. You got used to be that you want to be like mom and dad. Turns out, I really don't want to be like mom and dad. They're on a bunch of medication. They're overweight, and they're living like crap, and they're sleeping like crap. I just don't want to be like that anymore. Okay? Now, and also, you guys love sugar water. I mean, sweet tea. All right? Those are all traditional stuff that you guys love here in the South. All right? Be a pioneer. Be the first to make these changes. So your grandkids and their grandkids and their grandkids don't have to have medication when they're 30 years of age. All right? So you can change these things. You can be a pioneer for yourself, for your family, for your friends, for your community. All right? But don't just settle on traditions of what we've been doing, the norm. All right? Get out there. Put yourself out there and be a pioneer. Work ethic. What is it? Is it 10%? Is it 100%? It's totally up to you. And what you want to do. All right? What is it today? We're fortunate to have today We know that we don't have tomorrow. We know that we're going to die someday. So what's my work ethic going to be? For me, I'm going to be the most hardest worker I know. That's me. I'm not looking for somebody else to work harder than I am. I'm going to be the hardest worker that I know. And I'm not going to be pointing the finger, blaming people. I'm going to hold myself responsible. All right, so be the hardest worker you know, and whatever field you're in, whatever job you're in, whatever craft you do, be the hardest worker. Be the hardest worker you know. Find a way. Win the day, baby. Win the day. Get after it. All right, find a way. So many excuses and excuses and excuses. Just shut up. Just find a way. Just do it. And I see it more with the youth that I coach and that I train. They just want things handed to them, and I'm sure the generation before me said the same thing about my generation. They want things handed to them. And now technology's here, and we're just handing things to them. They don't have to get off their butt and do anything. All right? Find a way, win the day, raise your kids the right way, tell them to get off their butt and find a way and win the day. Attitude. You choose this every day. Positive, negative. What is it? That's your opportunity. That's your choice. Every morning I wake up, and I'm blessed to open these eyes. I kiss my wife on her forehead, because she has a bad breath, so I kiss her on the forehead. I kiss my little baby voice, and then I open the door, my front door, and I rock star kick. Booyah! I'm out, baby! Get on with my day. 5:30 a.m. Get on with it. Why? Because I choose that. That's my choice. My neighbors think I'm crazy. My dogs, they think they're kind of used to me by now. But that's the way, that's my choice. I want to live that way, okay? And you choose that every day that you wake up. What is it going to be? What's your attitude going to be? Be the most positive person you know. That's me. All right? I want to be the most positive person I know. All right? I attract those kinds of people around me. All right? I don't need negative. I don't have time for that. I have 2 kids and I'm trying to keep my wife happy. All right? So I'm going to be the most positive person I know. Because tomorrow does not exist. It simply doesn't. 2013, July 25th, my sister was here. July 27th, we found her body in a state park. Committed suicide in a state park. Man, my younger sister, I lost her. Didn't have July 27th. Had July 25th. Didn't have July 27th. All right? So tomorrow does not exist. Today exists. What will you do today? What impact will you have today? What changes will you make? And by gosh, what's your attitude going to be? Goal setting. All right? Visualization leads to execution. Visualize what you want to be. Not in a career, as a person. What do you want to be? Loyal, determined, dedicated, hardworking, whatever it is. Visualize that first. Write it down. I definitely encourage you to do that. See it every day on your refrigerator, on your bathroom mirror if you brush your teeth every day like you're supposed to. All right? But put it on paper, see it somewhere, and visualize that first. Don't just say, I want to be healthier. 2016 is right around the corner, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I want to lose weight. Oh, that's it? Visualize. How are we going to do this? Put a plan in action. Visualize that. All right? And if you're not confident, you're just not prepared. So it's about being prepared, getting prepared. All right? Getting prepared the night before, planning your meals. The week before, Sunday. I love Sundays. You can look ahead of the week. What do I want to do? How do I want to do it? All right, by Friday, I'm worn out. I'm toast. That's all good, though. I got the whole week with my family. And that's awesome. All right? So I start getting prepared to gain that confidence. And define success. All right, like we talked about earlier, defining that failure and that success. Define it now in your life. What does it mean right now at your age and your state of living? All right, for me right now, I'm successful if I'm a good father. If I'm there for my kids, providing for them, being a servant leader for them. All right, if I'm there for my wife, as a great husband. That's success. All right, that's not making $1 million. You can keep your $1 million. I'm there for my family. All right, that's my definition. What's yours? And maybe that'll change 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Especially once we become teenagers, it's like, man, I'm going for $1 million, screw the kids. But that changes, that evolves. Obstacles. Oh, I love some obstacles. I do, because they're challenges, and I love that. It's new perspectives and new viewpoints. But look what's given to you, not taken away, people. Too many times we hit an obstacle, we hit a challenge, we immediately look at what's taken away. What's been taken away from us, what we can't do. You know, look what's given to you, all right? Be like, what's it, water. Water hits rock, goes around, it finds a way. All right? Just be like that. Keep moving forward. Keep going. New perspectives, new viewpoints, over, under, around, whatever it is. But stop just sitting there moping, being negative. All right? Look what's given to you, a new perspective. All right? Isn't this awesome? Tammy Kim, I know she was really upset about this computer not working. We started out, and she's like, man, this is an obstacle, man. Look what's given to you, Tammy. Now you have an amazing presenter. We're high-fiving. Someone told you you're awesome, you're amazing. Right? All right, it's all good. Look what's given to you. I don't even care about the YouTube video. I don't need a stinking YouTube video. All right. Number one excuse, we don't have time. All right, we hear it all the time. We don't have time, right? Yeah, you know it, right? Yeah. All right. Helen Keller, Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, Gandhi, all right, Martin Luther King, have the same number of hours in a day that you do. They have the same number of hours in a day. And they didn't have iPhones either. You shouldn't have a smartphone, okay? So shut up. Find 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, 5 minutes there throughout the day. Maybe 15, 20 at the end of the week. Adds up to a couple hours of devoting time for yourself, whatever it is. Meditation, yoga, breathing, exercise, planning your meals, getting your mind right, okay? So stop saying you don't have time. Because the 80-20 rule states that 80% of the constraints that hold you back from achieving your goals, 80% is inside you. It's your lack of skill, your lack of willpower, your lack of drive, your lack of hunger is inside you. It's only 20% is the outside world. 20% of that, all right? We like looking the other way around. We always try to point the finger and blame others because we're not accomplishing something. It's inside these people. Get your mind right. Habits. Practice, practice, and I should have written that about 1,000 more times down the page if I could have, okay? Because we are what we repeatedly do every day, all right? So practice your good habits, all right? If you want to make changes and do good things, then practice them. You're going to suck at it, okay? All right, as adults, you want to be great at everything we do. Guess what? We're not. All right, we're only showing our kids, don't do that because you're not good at it. I can't tell you, I work with 5-year-old soccer kids. They're supposed to be having fun. Coach is like, what's the score? I want to keep score. I want to keep score. Shut up. And let the kids have fun. All right, just practice. Just be new, creative, innovative. Get out there, do new things. But practice what you want to be, who you want to be over and over again. And do you even want to change? Do you even want to change? It's up to you if you want that. That's your choice. Remember, choice. People who perceive choice, perceive change, perceive motivation, more self-motivated when they have that. All right, it's about that time for some chocolate. So I got my man Dennis over here. He's going to hand out some heart-healthy chocolate because we got to make sure you guys are alive. We're going to raise these cortisol levels. It's going to lower the cortisol levels, raise the dopamine levels, get some brain-derived neurotropic factor raised up there. All right, it is Halloween, but it is heart-healthy, and we're a little quiet, so let's everyone stand up, please. Everyone stand up. All right, I need you to high-five somebody. Tell them they look great. They just look great. All right, double high-five. All right. You got to high-five somebody else. Tell them they have a great smile. Tell them they have a great smile. Pina coladas coming around. Just kidding. Have a seat. Have a seat. We'll keep going here. All right, work before the work. I'm going to go into this 9-day journey, paddleboard expedition. Showing you some pictures and some topics here. That's fun. Is that fun? There we go. All right. There's a couple of fun picks. And we did this, first of all, I did this for the Tennessee River Keeper, which is a nonprofit organization. Anytime I do a challenge, I like to raise money and awareness for a nonprofit. Get it back to the local community. This challenge I did was on the Tennessee River, so by gosh, it's the Tennessee River Keeper that deserves that money, deserves that awareness for what they do, what they provide for our communities, and keep the waterways clean, and protect all the drinking water we have. So let me go ahead and get into this. All right, ready, set, paddle. That's like funny. All right, I'm going to just throw a bunch of stuff here, see what happens. All right, ask questions. So this is where it all started. I had to ask myself a question. Why on earth would I even do this crazy challenge? All right, I grew up in Florida, surfing, skateboarding, being on the water my whole entire life. So I wanted to get a paddleboard, but I didn't want to spend $1,200 on a paddleboard. Okay, so I was thinking about how can I maybe use one for free? And not only that, but I don't want to just paddle around the Fort Mallard Parkway where I live in Decatur under a wheeler. I know I can do that. I can get up and I can paddle around. Cool. Why not set a challenge? Why not do something crazy? I'm going to go across Alabama. All right? And when you go public with a challenge, when you go out and you tell people what you're going to do, they're going to come back at you with those 3 loving words all the time. You are crazy. You are crazy, okay? Everyone will tell you that, okay? But know this, the biggest accomplishments in this world have come from those 3 words. You are crazy. Because at some point, somebody looked up at the moon. It was like, I'm going to land on that. And by God, they did. All right? All right, so know that you're going to be crazy. You're going to be called that. That's okay. Let it fuel you. All right? And finding a way. to get after that challenge there. So I asked questions. So I went out, I asked Tennessee River Keeper to navigate this. They did it for me, cool. I went to Mountain High Outfitters on Bridge Street in Huntsville, and I wrote a letter to the president and said, I'd like to use your paddle, your board, and I'll mark it for you. I'm going to go across Alabama. I just threw it out. I'm going to go across Alabama. And they said, okay. I said, oh, okay. So here I am down Bridge Street with a paddle board and a paddle, go to my truck. Load up my truck, and I'm thinking, what the heck? I just, well, I'm an asshole. What am I doing? You know, crazy stuff. Went to Publix, and they gave me a bunch of food. Went to Earth Fair in Huntsville, gave me a bunch of food. A local health food store gave me a bunch of supplements and things that I would need for my journey. And then I went to, where's the fun? Oh yeah, Decatur Pepsi gave me a shopping cart with the Pepsi warehouse. And it was like Gatorade, anything I wanted there. It was pretty cool. So I just asked questions, and I never got turned down from asking a question. Not one time did somebody say, nope, I don't want to support that, I will not back you, I will not help you, that's it. All right? It would have been okay if you did, but nobody did. And I just asked questions. So I asked myself, and I went out and I asked other people in the community. Weather conditions, I had to train. I trained in really October, November, December, January, February. It means it's cold, it's windy, it means don't fall off your paddleboard. Right? So I really didn't want to fall off doing that training, but I had to put myself out there so I get that physical and mental preparation going on in my mind, my body. My body can see it. It's like running a marathon. You know, you don't want to jump and run a marathon because you want to run a marathon. You got to train for that, prepare for that, okay? Mentally, because my mind has not seen this. Okay, so I have to go out there for a couple hours at a time and really feel the winds and the rains and the cold and really push myself there to get this thing going. And I decided to launch in May. May 13th, I believe, was our launching date. May 11th, I'm sorry, it's May 11th that we launched in Chattanooga. All right, so here we go, baby. All right, so I am the only paddleboarder that did the whole trip. I have two girls, Karen Thomas and Cookie Stoner. They're in a canoe. So they were the two in the canoe, and they would stay, I would say beside me, but they weren't beside me. They were either way ahead of me or way behind me. We were never really together at the same time, except for our meeting point in the afternoon. Typically, we leave at 7, 8 in the morning. We get somewhere about 12, 1 o'clock, and then we break for about an hour or so. I'd throw out my Indian hammock, pass out, I'd then put my feet up, and then I would go back in the afternoon, like at 3 o'clock to about 6 or 7 p.m. And then at the end of the day, by God, I was hungry. All right, so there was a lot of food eaten at the end of the night. This is day one, Chattanooga. It was awesome, it was exciting. We're going paddleboarding, baby. It's going to be great. Okay, so we left. It was beautiful. Chattanooga is awesome. I love the city, I love the scenery. Definitely had 2 hours of heavy rain. I was always paranoid on my paddleboard of snakes. I was watching out for snakes. And everything looked like a snake, especially when you're fatigued, branches and things. Like, that snake? Is that a snake? I don't want my paddleboard creeping up. I was looking behind me there. I was pulling my feet there. We had 2 hours of heavy rain. I got to see beavers coming out, going to work. It was awesome. It was really cool. And we did 30 miles that day on a paddleboard to Hales Bar. And we stayed in a cabin that night up there. It was awesome to finally get there. But that first day, really put things in perspective, going 30 miles on a paddleboard, because how fast I'm going right now is about how fast I'm going on a paddleboard. All right? You don't do it for speed, I can assure you. Okay? So you go really slow. But I'm looking at amazing things, huge birds' nests and wildlife and everything else, and then I keep going. And I'm like, damn, I want to see that back there, but I gotta keep going. I want to look at that right there, but I gotta keep going. And it's just like life, right? I mean, life's so pretty, so beautiful. You see it, but you gotta keep going forward, you gotta keep moving. So take it in when you see something, acknowledge it, high five somebody, tell them they have a great smile, they look great, they're amazing, they're freaking awesome. Why not? All right? That's just like life. So 30 miles that day, we went to Hales Bar. And I was like, this is fun. Look at me, paddleboarding, great, awesome. Should seem like a good idea. All right, so day 2, we're at Bridgeport. I made it to Bridgeport here, and then we leave Hales Bar, and then we head to the first dam, which is Nick and Jack Dam. And I felt like I was really kind of cheating because I didn't walk into the dam. I went around the dam. We had a van that would pick me up and take me around. But I'll get to later why I didn't feel like I was cheating in the end. All right. So we had that, and that was our first dam experience. Yeah. High winds, current. Okay, that's when things started getting mentally challenging up here. Okay, I had the current coming off the dam. I'm like, here's my destination. I'm gunning it out. 10 minutes later, there's my destination. What the heck? The tree hasn't moved. I'm barely moving. I'm grinding it out. And then you finally break through. Then you got to go it again. You have headwinds, crosswinds, all these different things, variables coming at you, and it's just tough. So we end up being there 30 miles again that day, 60 miles in 2 days, because the dang girls in that canoe. Oh, you can make 30 miles. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to turn back down for a challenge. So we did 60 miles in 2 days. I was tired for 60 miles. Body's never seen that. All right. So physically, I'm more than mental right now. Physical, I'm pretty beat up. And we have massage sticks going on too that I brought with me. I roll out some muscles and some tension spots, like a self-massage. So I had some news reporters that would see us along the way or something, or kids would ask questions. And I'd be like, great, here, hold on, before you ask questions, here's a massage stick. Hold that and rub my back as you ask questions. So I made people do some work if they're going to ask me some questions. But that was a cold night. It was a campground, it was a tent. A lot of fun camping, but very cold. It dropped really cold that night. But overall, it was a great experience going to Bridgeport. And like I said, we're doing pretty good, 60 miles in. And then Guntersville Lake. We started approaching that. So that began, let's see here, we got 4 of these. Maybe 4? Maybe 4? Yeah, baby. All right, so that began very smooth, very long. I see with some strong headwinds coming in there. When I started approaching Guntersville Lake, which you guys know more about Alabama, Mississippi than I do, but I'm pretty sure it's the largest lake in Alabama. Does anybody know that? Is that yes or no?
Yes.
Yes? Sounds good, right? I think it's the largest lake in Alabama. Anyways, that lake starts, headwinds start coming off, tailwinds start coming off, crosswinds, everything starts coming at you a lot more. So it started out great. But then, 10 miles extra, our GPS is wrong, freaking technology, all right? Put us in the wrong landmark. So 10 miles at 6 p.m. after paddling 30 miles sucks, all right? And that's when I was like, you know what? I'm going around these dams every damn time because I am not walking through. I did my 10 miles extra. You know, I can go around these dams and the van pick us up. But I was more tired, more hungry, emotions started to click in now. We stayed at a cabin, a lake house that night in Guntersville Lake that someone let us use, which is really awesome because we really just stayed wherever someone let us stay. And that's what we did that night. But I was really emotional. I was very hungry, but my body hasn't seen it, so I'm trying to respond, I'm trying to put everything in perspective of what I'm going through, what I'm doing, get myself prepared every night, every morning, making sure that I'm ready to rock the next day. So day 4, Rogersville Lake, I definitely call it the beast, man. That thing's crazy. So that was 22 miles of headwind coming at you on a paddleboard, which means don't go paddleboarding when it's 22 miles of headwind coming at you. All right? It was very, very tough. I got hit really hard. In fact, it was the first time I dropped down to my knees because I had to hit the shore before I drowned. I had my vest on and everything, but it was just too choppy, too heavy. I'm going to play it safe to the side. Had to flag down some kayakers because people would join us along the way, hop in a canoe or a kayak or something. That would just hop in for a few miles, whatever it is. It was cool to see new people, meet new people, talk a little bit, hang out, share the experience. And so they had to flag them down. We got separated, and then there was some hopping along the shoreline, and then a boat took me to my crew who was like lost along the side, and there was just so much going on. We lost 15 miles that day of our course we wanted to accomplish, so we had to refocus. Tensions were high that day. Is it on there? There it is, baby. So we were definitely pissed off at each other that night. We were paddling for 4 days together, I think it is, so we were upset, we're hungry, irritable. So there's some frustrations going on. I don't want to say anything because there's a room full of females here, but there's also 2 females paddling together. So we had to work that out. So it was, temperatures were high, and that was a big frustrating day. But the next day was pretty good. They're heading off. Show me over there, baby! All right, so day 5, I left that morning by myself. Really got to clear my head. And not only that, but on a paddleboard, you want to hit calm waters. So it's a lot calmer early in the morning. So I left about 7 a.m., maybe 6:30, shove off and head. And it was funny when I would see people on boats, you know, fishermen and things, I'd ask for landmarks. Where's the bridge? Where's the dam? And they're like, oh, it's 6 miles that way. And I'd be like, oh, it's okay, I came from Chattanooga. I thought I was heading the right way. Like, what the hell? You know, they're like, well, here, let me give you some water. Let me give you, you know, beer. Let me give you food, chips, whatever. I was like, all right, cool. So I hang out, and they give me some, take pictures, and look at a map, make sure it's going the right way, and help me out. I couldn't tell you how many times a darn boater would say, you need to get a motor on that thing. You need to get a motor on that thing. Opportunities, so we had some light music and things going on, and we had to do that day 7. Then I cruise on to day 8. Wilson Lake, this thing was a beast. It sucked. That thing was tough. It's a tough lake out there. A lot of winds, a lot of boating, and it was just really tough paddle. At the end of the day, though, the team put me at Muscle Shoals Marriott, which was awesome. It was so sweet. Then they gave me the concierge suite where I could use free food and drinks. So I'm up there with a full scrappy beard, smelling like the river, and ladies looking at me. I'm drinking milk, drinking wine, eating cake, eating chicken. I was like, I was like, I gotta keep. I'm a lot in here. And so having that. Day 9, we make it, baby. Pickwick Landing, Mississippi. Finally made it over there. If you go to Pickwick Landing and you look for a waterfall, you probably won't see one. That was taken a couple days later at Gatlinburg, doing a hike. But that's how I felt. I felt like that. I landed at Pickwick Landing on a rockety old dock. And man, if you go there, you could probably see a tire swing that was hanging off. I just really don't think that off. But I can now look back. We finally found our destination. We couldn't find that. It was very, very tough. And people dream big dreams. But I'm not done. All right, I got 1 minute, right, Tammy? 1 minute, Tammy? 1 minute?
Yeah, 1 minute.
All right, so like I said earlier, visualization leads to execution. So we're going to do a little visualization right now. So if you could close your eyes, and I promise I will not come by and touch you. But close your eyes. I'm going to do a little visualization practice here. Close your eyes right now. We're almost done. We have 1 minute. I want to ask you something. As those eyes are closed. Are you truthful? Seek this very minute. Whatever you can do or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Only engage, and the mind grows heated. Begin, and the task will be completed. This is your life. Keep those eyes closed. Try new things. Make time for yourself. Be inspired and inspire others. Learn something new every day and follow your dreams. Introduce yourself to new people. Seize the moment, because by gosh, you only live once. Open your eyes. 3 things probably happened today. Either I changed your life, you changed mine, we changed each other's. Either way, it's going to be an amazing day. Thank you. Yeah, I thought I saw an alligator, but I think it was a branch. I did see a catch the size of a Volkswagen at one of the dams. I mean, there's some big fish, but I didn't see any snakes. No snakes. A thumbs up to that. I thought I would the whole time.
So you didn't hallucinate any or anything?
No, not that I know. I don't think so. I was really right. I was close to that. The heat setting in the day, fatigue, tired, no hallucinations that I can remember. I did do this, I think. Yeah. No. Yes.
Have you always been so high energy?
That's my wife. Yeah. Yeah, I have. I think as you go on in life and more lessons are learned and taught your way, challenges that you put out, or losing a family member, or whatever it is. It starts to motivate you, starts to give you new perspectives and new viewpoints. You put me that way. I really have been high energy. I've always done outdoor sports, running around crazy. My kids are crazy, and that's what I get. But yeah, I think so. So yeah, I guess so.
Besides raising your kids, what's your next challenge in life?
Everyone asked that, and I was like, do you have 2 kids? I mean, do you have a 2-year-old and 2-month-old? So, so right now my priority is to be there for my wife, to be the best husband I can. And when people don't set that time as a family member, as a father, as a husband, I think you start to lose challenge. And I don't want to run marathons and do a bunch of challenges every year and not do that, be there for my family. She supported me in all my expeditions I've ever done. So by God, I deserve to give it back to her. So right now my priority is that, but I am Motivate LLC, the Redefining Workforce Wellness, is something that we're really launching in 2016 January and taking off through Southeast United States. So she's been really helping me out with that and supporting me there.
Can you clone yourself and I could use this every day.
Can you really? That's awesome. We're gonna talk afterwards. I'm gonna give it to you every day.
Okay.
All right. Don't tell my wife I just said that. Any questions out? Oops, sorry. Hey, paddleboard expedition, baby. Any questions afterwards? We can hang out in there and chit chat.
Twitter feed will need to be at a motivational.
Yeah, not a Twitter feed, but Dennis can set that up, right? Yeah, there's my right-hand man over there. So, yeah, we could definitely, you can set that up to Twitter feed, but I can give you content to share some stuff to make that happen for you. Sounds awesome. Thank you very much for asking that.
And Sean, I was going to ask you, the presentation, I know a lot of people are taking notes. Is there a way that we can get a copy of this presentation and put it, and then that will have your contact as well?
Absolutely.
Correct.
Absolutely.
We have a wonderful gift for you that you will love, but your wife will love even better.
It's not to me.
Yeah, you, yeah. Now we're going to disappoint you because we're going to give out some more chocolate.
Well, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'll use the microphone.
Hello, and thank you.
He happens to be our neighbor. For those of y'all that come to the Alabama Mountain Lakes office, he lives right down the street from us. So we need to do his boot camp, Sandra.